Hi, guys.
Hey, Skywalkers.
Pardon me while I set the camera here. There we go. All right, no,
yeah,
Rocket.
That's fine.
Rocket, stay there, Rocket.
There we go. That's good.
Come on. I don't know why it's being weird. Okay, there we go. Is that better?
Wants to see your pretty face.
Look, I put on lipstick today.
And I didn't brush my hair.
You know what? It looks feathery. It's getting all 70s over here.
I'm not wearing hats anymore because I just can't control this. No hat can keep this down.
He looks pretty funny in hats. Wow, my face looks like really white.
Hey, Joshua.
Oh, we should use that ring light. I bet that would make ourselves look fabulous. Except, yeah, you want to go show it to him? Show it to the Skywalkers?
Yeah.
Show what the help. Yeah. Hi, guys. So we are going to be talking some Clone Wars stuff. It's going to be awesome. This last episode. Hi, Dark Wolf. Hi, Kelly. Hi. Yes, we are doing well. This has been interesting. It's a new normal, right? New normal for everyone. All right. This is out of here. Okay. So,
this is our new toy.
All right. Put it down a little bit.
Thanks to the Skywalking Force, we were able to... Hold on.
Okay, shh.
Thanks to the Skywalking Force, we were able to get one of these.
Yes. Look at this. So, it's a holder for your iPhone, and this is a light. Is it plugged in? It's not. Here, I can plug it in. Hold on. Oh, no, I got it right here.
I got it right here.
No, this one doesn't work.
I just charged it.
Nope.
Yes, you're right, sweetie. You're right.
Okay, better.
Okay. Why don't you turn it on, okay? Because I'm now afraid to.
No, you turn it on.
Okay.
Woo!
Isn't that fun?
Isn't that cool?
Oh, you can do this.
Is that a magic staff? It is now.
Oh.
It has warm light.
Yeah.
It has what kind of light? So it's like
this is the warm light, and then it has a cool.
This
is a bluish tint.
Okay. And then there's like a regular.
Yeah, and the regular.
Well, that's
right there.
That's regular. Okay.
Yeah, and that can
it can be like different dimnesses. Oh yeah, this can be dimmer.
It can go up.
And technically, you're supposed to be. I guess we can't really take this off, can we? Technically, you guys are supposed to be right here.
Yeah, so you aren't looking at the light. The light is illuminating the subject.
Yeah.
Making them look even better.
So we are all excited, and we'll be doing some videos with that.
Yeah, we've already used it to a great extent.
Yes.
So thank you, Skywalking Force.
Yes.
Oh, it's like a little halo.
Oh.
Ooh. Oh, look at that.
Look at your hair.
Oh.
It's a god light. What is that called? The halo light?
Halo.
Hair light? Hair light. My hair's not working with that because I've got it in a bun.
There you go. All right. Just wanted to show you, everybody.
Yeah, it's super cool. And this can turn different ways. Like you can have your phone be, sideways or do it like the kids do with TikTok. And you can be this ways. Or you could like even put it down on your subject so that you can flip this whole thing down somehow.
Yeah, you'll see it in action.
Wait, this does flip down. Oh, hold on. How does this work? Oh, bloop, 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 bloop. Like if you're doing something on a table. Like
now
a puzzle.
It's a halo.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, look
Isn't
at that.
Fun?
Got a
TikTok.
Got a hair light.
Take those talks. Speaking of TikTok, we just put up our Jungle Cruise video on there.
Yes, so.
You want to turn this off now?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we've just uploaded, which we've been trying to do since day one, the Jungle Cruise TikTok. And we're going to enter it in the Roger Corman Film Festival.
Yeah! The online film festival. It's got to be 2 minutes or less, so you have to keep recutting it.
Yeah, we have a 6-minute version, we have a 1-minute version. Now later on today, I got to cut a 2-minute version because y'all know Roger Corman? I'm sure you do.
So explain, because I didn't. I knew the name, but I didn't know.
Roger Corman is the godfather of low budget films. He could make a film for $20 and it would come out. And a lot of stars and directors started with Roger Corman. Yeah, he is a legend. Jack Nicholson, his first film was Little Shop of Horrors. Wow. Martin Scorsese, James Cameron, Ron Howard, all got their starts at Ron Howard because, hey, you want to make a movie?
At Ron Howard or Richard Corman?
What? So Roger Corman would say, you want to make a movie? Well, come on over. I ain't going to pay you, but you can make a movie. And who wouldn't? Who would say no to that? Especially when you're trying to make your mark in the film business. So he would exploit you and you'd take advantage of him. It all worked out. I worked for him for a little while.
Oh, really?
Yeah, very, very nice guy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So with all that said, we're going to.
Oh, the Little Shop of Horrors. Wow.
Yeah, we watched that.
Yes, we did.
I can't see how anyone would watch what if you're Roger Corman, watch this and go, yes, this is ready for release, because it really, really wasn't.
It was so bad.
Yeah, it was really.
Well, then we watched the original.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So
Oh.
Jack Nicholson
Oh.
was.
Okay.
The-
Wasn't it black and white though?
Yes, it was.
Wow.
Yeah, he was the Bill Murray part
Okay.
in his Little Shop of Horrors.
Okay.
So
okay.
he had a very, very small role.
Gotcha. Okay.
And now Roger Corman, at 94 years old, is running a film festival. He's calling it the first and last quarantine film festival.
On social media.
Where you would make a 2-minute film and upload it to social media. He's not really specific. And
What?
and you'd be entered in this film festival.
I think.
The Amazon truck just pulled.
Oh. Hold on. Oh.
I was hoping Sarah wouldn't see that because this is what happens.
For you, Richard.
What?
I think it's for you.
For me?
Hello. Thank you.
What did I order?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me get my stuff.
Okay, hold on, everybody. Hold on.
I'll bring it in there. We can have it on
Oh, we're gonna do an unboxing of something.
I know what it is and you don't.
Joshua Jordan. He's seen many films thanks to Mystery Science Theater. Yeah, it's really fun to go back and watch these Roger Corman movies because they're just so bad that they're so much fun to watch. Apparently, we got something from Amazon. What is it?
I know what it is.
What is it?
You're gonna open
Okay,
it.
did you wipe it down?
Well, I'm kind of wiping it down.
Wipe it down.
I know.
Wipe it down. All right. You know what? Give it a Silkwood shower and bring it back. That's no Silkwood shower.
Ew. Here, can you just tear it? Oh my gosh! I was not expecting that. I didn't let it touch anything. Here, I take these out.
All right, let's not show them just
What?
yet.
No.
No.
Okay. Why not?
Let's show them as it's in set up. Or
What do you mean set up?
do you want to show them now? You want to show them now?
Oh yeah. No,
Okay.
show
All
me
right.
now.
All right. So we've been talking about this. A lot of kids take walks in our neighborhood, and they walk by our house, and they always love seeing our Disney, Star Wars, and Marvel lawn inflatables for Halloween and Christmas. And you know what? We're gonna set up everything we have that's inflatable. We'll set up in our front lawn because the kids love to see it. But there's one particular holiday that's missing, and that's Easter. Yeah, we ordered this a while ago, knowing when we're gonna get it for Easter. But I wanted all the holidays set up on our front lawn, and we needed Easter. So now we have Easter. And hey, I forgot about this.
I know. You got that with your Easter money.
Got this with my Christmas gift card.
Here, you can now wipe it off.
Okay.
I just washed my hands.
All right.
Isn't
So
that
fun.
fun?
Yeah. So I know we've been talking about this for a long time, but now we get to go set up everything on our front lawn.
Yes. It is the Easter Bunny. When do we get to see all of them set up, says John. Yes.
Oh, yeah,
So,
very,
okay,
very
let me
soon.
see. Which one do we get?
We got this one.
Oh.
We saw this in a neighbor's yard. It's like, hey,
Yeah.
that's cute. That's fun.
Yeah, so we'll have to set those up.
My only worry
Tomorrow?
is that the sun will bleach them.
Well, that's what's going to happen anyway.
I know.
I mean, we already have some of the darker ones are.
Yeah.
little-
Oh, I know. That's why I'm thinking.
Well, see, they keep on coming out with new cool stuff. Like this year's going to be all about Baby Yodas. And so,
yeah.
we're
but
going to have to
we
get...
have the AT-AT and the
Baby Yoda.
ATM6, and those were kind of expensive. And,
yeah. Well, those are, luckily, they're like gray. They're kind of already a lighter color.
And we'll do it because, once again, the kids, one little boy would not go to sleep until his mom brought him by to see our 9-foot inflatable Darth Vader that was holding a pumpkin.
It was pretty amazing.
Yeah. All right.
That's awesome. Yeah, you put that up.
Where'd that package that I broke out of your hands?
The package? What
Yeah,
package?
the package.
Oh, I put it outside.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put it outside and then I wash my hands.
Okay.
Do you need to wash your hands?
Very badly.
Why are there baby dinosaurs here on Twitter? Oh my gosh! Oh, that's so funny. Okay, I'm looking at a picture. I guess these are like little anteaters or something, but if you look at them the other direction, like their tails are up, they look like dinosaur like necks, but they're not. Wow. Okay, I'm sorry. So, what are you guys saying? You guys are talking. Awesome. Nice. So cute. Hey, Robster. I was expecting a Hot Toys, says Darkwood. Oh, yeah. I don't think we get those. We like other kind of toys. All right. Let's see.
Did you just say?
I was gonna say something else, and then I caught myself.
Yeah, thank you. Family show.
Yes.
So now I want to go and set. We should do like a live like Facebook something.
Okay.
Just as it's all going up.
Oh, that would be fun. Yay.
Yeah. Coming sometime in the future.
Should we say this week? We just keep getting busy though. That's the thing. I just got a big mask order, you guys. All right, which is great. All right, so
Gotta go find that person in the neighborhood that cuts hair.
yeah. Well, we know where to walk.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of, are they safe? Look at this.
My hair hasn't been this fluffy since 1979.
Oh my gosh. Pretty soon it's gonna be longer than mine.
I think it's already longer than yours.
Okay.
Hey,
so,
Chris Marino just joined us.
yeah. Should we start?
No, we're good. Let's just talk about Easter.
So you go like JD and you get super loud when you start recording.
Well, then I can't. I'll put the notes over there then.
Aren't you hot?
No.
All right.
Yeah, I'm kind of chilly.
All right.
That's why I'm wearing my Christmas sweater.
You're so weird. Easter hair from Germanic folklore. Wow.
That's a good bit of knowledge.
I didn't know that, Dark Wolf.
Me either. All right, so I think we're ready to go.
Yes. We don't.
So,
we don't
has
need
everyone
this.
seen Old Friends Not Forgotten?
Yeah.
Last week's episode of Clone Wars? Oh, I hope you have.
Hope you
And
have.
we want to see some of your comments there, too, because that's
Yes.
what the bulk of the show will be dedicated toward.
Okay, good. All right, so I'm gonna
Oh.
press record.
Reynolds says his wife gave him the classic COVID haircut.
I guess that means it's.
What's that?
I know. Yes. Okay, good. Oh, hi,
Hey.
Dad.
Hey there.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Yay. All right, so I'm gonna start. What are you doing?
Getting settled.
You're making noise.
I'm always making noise.
You are.
Yeah.
Come into rooms and it's just loud.
Alright. Alrighty.
Here we
Everyone
go.
all settled?
Yes.
Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Go ahead. Start whenever you want. Go ahead. You get what?
Hush. This is what you can look forward to on episode 286 of Skywalking Through Neverland.
Hey, Skywalkers! The siege of our fandom is finally here, and we can't wait to get to it. But for right now, we want to welcome you all to Skywalking Through Neverland. We are your enthusiastic podcast destination for the many decades of your Star Wars, Disney, and Marvel fandom. I am Richard Woloski, but now everyone please say hello to my sweetie wife Sarah, who's just not paying attention. Hey, Sarah.
Oh, I'm definitely paying attention. I just happen to be getting my watch ready for the inevitable question.
Oh, okay. You know what then? I jumped to that way too quickly. I'm sorry. I was being a little too hasty, and I apologize.
You were. You thought I was getting notifications on my watch, but I wasn't this time. I was preparing.
Okay.
Now, Skywalkers, it's time to give you guys a big Wookiee hug. Because you are our family of Skywalkers, we want to thank you for listening to the show every week. If you're new, if you're just listening right now, welcome! And if you're, watching live right now on YouTube, you are our SkyTubers. And thank you guys. It looks like 2 in the afternoon on a Tuesday is a good time to go because there's a lot of you watching right now.
Wait a minute. Today's Tuesday?
I think so. It's Tuesday, right?
Okay.
I think so.
I don't know that it's Tuesday, but I do know that we are recording from Long Beach, California. I know we're there.
Yes.
And today is April 21st because I wrote that down, and I believe it's still 2020.
Okay. Should we ask or maybe it's Wednesday since there's the gardeners.
Okay,
All right.
Someone seriously help us out. Okay, Robster says on YouTube that it's Tuesday.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to take your word for it. You could say Saturday and we'd believe you too.
Yeah. But I'm right. Okay.
All right, Sarah, so I told everyone what date it is. You tell us what time it is.
All right.
It's 2:16. Good afternoon.
Yeah,
Well,
it's 2:16.
Thank you there, Minnie. Now, Sarah, you tell us who is sponsoring this episode of Skywalking Through Neverland.
I will. But I have to turn off the sounds. Okay.
Well, go turn off that lawnmower,
I
too.
know. Well, we are being sponsored by Small World Vacations. They are a diamond-level Disney vacation planner travel agency and can help you book your trip to Disney parks around the world once they open.
Sometime, if we're believing Yahoo, 2021.
Geez, really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, their service is free of charge. So you know what? You can just head over there right now, smallworldvacations.com, and get a no-obligation price quote. Just see how much it would cost, ballpark, and tell them that Skywalking Through Neverland sent you.
No better time than to plan a 2021 vacation than in 2020.
Yeah.
All right, now coming up on this episode. We will be speaking with Russell Chong. He is one of the original Clone Wars designers and concept artists. He worked on Genndy Tartakovsky's Clone Wars, and then went straight into Dave Filoni's The Clone Wars.
So many great jaw-dropping stories.
And we have shout-outs, what's new on Disney Plus, and things we want to share. Now we want to give a huge shout-out to our good friend. Can you guys hear that lawnmower? I'm
Well,
worried
we
that
can't
that's...
in here.
Yeah, I'm just worried that that's going to be over...
It's across the street.
All right.
That'll be fine.
All right, okay. Now, we want to give a huge shout out to our good friend Din from the band F105. He was the one that put us in touch with his friend, Russell Chong, who's a guest on today's show. And he just knew that Russell had so many great stories, and those stories should be out there. And believe us, they are fantastic stories. Now, you guys all know Din. He's been on the show many times, and he'll be on an upcoming show. And if you were at our Skywalking Through Neverland podcast stage show in Chicago last year, then you saw him perform on our stage. And now he's doing live stream shows from his home, where everyone should be, in their home.
Well, if you're not working, of course, an
Yes.
essential worker, yes. Yeah, and here is his press release that he wanted to share with you guys. Din Skysinger presents F105's Immovable Isolation live stream directly from my personal Din Skysinger Facebook page every Monday and Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific Time, 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Always 2 songs, always Monday and Friday, always at the same time. Now I wonder if that's the same bad time. I'm sorry. Simply search and follow Din, D-I-N, Skysinger on Facebook to tune in. More info can be found at f105music.com and on F105's 3 main social networks, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook pages, all with the handle at F105music.
Now here's a little taste of Din's song, Desert Planet. This is one of my favorites.
Perfect.
Now here's a little taste of F105's Desert Planet. This is one of my favorites.
Okay. Same bat time? Exactly. Same bat channel. That's what I'm thinking of. All right, so I'll say this one,
Okay.
yeah. We want to thank Mike Celestino for having us on his podcast, Who's the Bosk?, which can be found at laughingplace.com. Also on the Apple Podcast Store, the Google Music Store, and Spotify. And he's had great guests on his show so far, like Tom Spina, Brickmaster Amy Corbett from the Lego Masters show, and now us on episode 9. We had a really fun chat. We talked about Skywalking Through Neverland origins, the current news, Hallmark Christmas ornaments that are Star Wars.
Mm-hmm. And who doesn't want Darth Vader choking out Admiral Motti hanging from your Christmas tree? Way to go, Hallmark.
Yeah. And also we talked about our dream Star Wars film or show. So check that out. It's Who's the Bosk? B-O-S-S-K.
All right, before we begin this segment, I'm getting very, very toasty. So I'm gonna go change my shirt.
I told you.
Suddenly it's got like really warm.
It's warm in this room
All right.
sometimes.
Talk to them for a couple seconds.
All right, so Skywalkers, we are about to chat about the Mandalorian, the Siege of Mandalore, first arc, old friends not forgotten. So give us your first impressions. Oh my gosh. So write out some first impressions right now. Take this moment to do that. And then Richard and I are going to go into our impressions because this is going to be so fun to talk about. I'm so excited. And parents, you probably haven't seen it yet, but go watch Clone Wars.
Start at season 1.
Yeah.
Then go to the movie.
Yeah.
And then the Gendy Tartakovskys.
No, they don't have to watch that.
Yes, they do.
Okay.
And they'll know why very, very soon.
Okay. Great Clone Wars battle at the beginning. Yeah. All right.
All right. So,
Are we ready? Let's do it. I told them to write out a few impressions.
All right.
So then we'll go back and make sure to read some.
All right. Sounds good. Last week on Disney Plus. Can you guys hear that? I always hate when there's a lawnmower in the back.
Last week, Disney Plus aired the best.
I won't worry about it. Last week, Disney Plus aired the best half hour in television history. And you can quote me on that. The Siege of Mandalore has begun in the Clone Wars episode, Old Friends Not Forgotten, Part 1.
Okay, now I see you chomping at the bit, Richard.
Okay.
Okay, what are your first impressions? And then I'll get into mine.
This was such a cinematic episode. Everything about this just screamed, put me on the large screen. I just could not get over every single frame of this show. Now, the first few seconds took me by surprise because it opened up with the classic vintage Lucasfilm Limited title card, the green one that we saw for the original films, and then the Clone Wars logo popped up in red, and they normally do that with the mall-centric episodes.
Okay.
And then we didn't hear the Clone Wars theme, we heard the Star Wars theme. So it was very, very jarring.
It was, and I think they meant it to be.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, it's basically telegraphing this is different. This is the end, or this, this should be seen in the theater.
We're going to be taking you back to the classic days.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And from that point, I mean, so are those your first impressions?
Yeah, and then I was going to say, but Courtney beat me to it, that there was no fortune cookie for this episode.
Yes.
There's so many morals to point out, and this was the one that they just did not have a fortune cookie. Surprising. I'd love to ask Dave Filoni. Has anyone reached out to Dave on Twitter to say, hey, what's up with this?
Yeah, that would be, wow.
Yeah. As Glenn Stein is also saying on YouTube, maybe they'll package this for a movie later, for a later airing. Or like maybe 2021, like everything else.
Well, so for me, I was just so emotional watching this episode. And that, I mean, for one thing, we have that opening that was so different with no fortune cookie. But then it really began with the moment, and this is like maybe a minute into the episode, where Obi-Wan saves Commander Cody's life by blocking an explosive that was headed straight for Commander Cody. And considering what will happen in mere days' time in Revenge of the Sith, when Commander Cody, Order 66, he tries to kill Obi-Wan, like, that was just a heart-wrenching moment for me. And from that point on, I was like tearing up the entire episode.
Well, just knowing where the story will go, like you said, in a matter of a short amount of time.
Yeah.
You put that in the back of your mind, and it really takes over, and you watch it in a whole different way. Like for instance, this is the last time we're going to see Ahsoka and Anakin together as friends, because the next time we see them together, they're battling to the death. So that was one of those things that just kept plaguing my mind, and knowing that in a short period of time, this nice guy, Anakin Skywalker, who just wants to save the universe, he just wants peace, in just a small fraction of time, he's going to become this monster known as Darth Vader. And he and Obi-Wan will once again be battling to the death. Anakin, there's a theme to your life here. Once you turn into Vader, you're always battling to the death, okay?
Yeah. All right, so should we go into some of the first impressions of Skywalkers here on YouTube?
Sure.
Okay, let's see. So John Zancanaro says it was very heartwarming to see Anakin, the clones, and Ahsoka meet again.
Yeah.
Heartbreaking to know what is coming in the future. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And Courtney Turkel, I loved this episode. It filled in so much backstory for Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah. Filled in a lot of backstory also for Fulcrum. Who's Fulcrum? Ahsoka. And I'm so glad that they used the term Fulcrum, which we heard in Star Wars Rebels, back here in the Clone Wars. And watching Ahsoka in this episode, you can see where her experiences from the last level 1313 arc, where that brought her. Now she's more worldly. Now she understands the viewpoints of people outside of the Jedi Order and how they look at the Jedi and the Jedi's primary focus on the war, where they want to, the Jedi want to focus on everything, but Ahsoka, she's now worried about, let's say, the personal stories, which is not. This is a conversation that she had brought up to Obi-Wan, and like Obi-Wan said, this is not really fair because we want to save Palpatine, but I know you want to go and conquer Maul and save Mandalore. So there's the whole galaxy, Ahsoka, and then there's Mandalore. And I think Obi-Wan made the right decision in going to save Palpatine. But what would have happened? What would have happened had he gone to Mandalore instead of Ahsoka?
Right.
Revenge of the Sith would have been a whole different story.
Well, you're jumping all around.
I'm jumping
here.
all over the place. I know that because there's so much to work through in this episode.
Okay, yeah, because I thought it was interesting because one of the things I mentioned, I'll just jump to where you are. So one of the things I mentioned last week's episode was that I hope that the Martez sisters arc, this Ahsoka walkabout arc that we just saw, ties in to this new Siege of Mandalore arc. And there was one conversation that did, and that's what you're talking about, Richard, is when Ahsoka gets to talk to Obi-Wan and Anakin about what she learned, how others see the Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
And so, Anakin or Obi-Wan is very quick to say, oh, we must get back to Coruscant, and...
Well, and to save Palpatine.
And the people of Coruscant need our help. But then Ahsoka says, well, no, Palpatine needs your help. And she says, you're playing politics again. You're saving the Chancellor, not the people. So I find that interesting, and it's true. But yeah, I mean, right now it's good to save. It's like saving the president, save the chancellor. Like without that head, with the head chopped off, will everything work?
So then you agree with Obi-Wan and his decision to save Palpatine, because Grievous had just invaded Coruscant, and he knows where Grievous is heading.
Mm-hmm.
So if you were Obi-Wan at that point, what would you have told Ahsoka? Just that?
That he should go save the Chancellor? Yes. I also think they did come up with a good compromise, which was breaking off a piece of the 501st and having Ahsoka kind of lead that to Mandalore. So I do think that made sense.
Oh, yeah.
But let's dial it back to the beginning of this episode here, where Richard, the episode opens mid-battle on where?
It opens on the planet San Fran Urbana. Is that what you call it? I looked up on Wikipedia, San Fran Urbana.
Oh my gosh.
I may be just making that part up. It's just the planet Urbana. But if I hadn't looked that up, I would just think it's San Francisco.
Yes, the Golden
in another
Gate,
galaxy.
The Golden Gate Bridge on San Francisco, surrounded by fog and those mountainous streets. Like if you've ever been to the Golden Gate Bridge, I mean that's where they were. That's where the clones were. That's where that battle was happening. The suspension rails, the atmosphere. I loved it. I mean, what a cool nod to where they make Clone Wars.
Yeah. To me, it was a very big nod to Planet of the Apes.
Oh, really?
Because they're always battling on that kind of a bridge, like in the new Rise of Planet of the Apes.
Okay.
That's what I just thought of.
Oh, that's
and
funny.
I also thought of Christophsis from the Clone Wars movie when they were battling on that big bridge.
Oh, yeah, very nice.
Yeah, and then here comes Anakin. Cocky Anakin.
Yes!
Yeah, and I love his, hey, you know what? I'm just going to go and tell these droids what they want to hear, because they're battle droids, so they don't really have a brain between them. And the battle droids are all like, you know what? He's given up. Okay, and then it takes the tactical droid who was voiced by Donald Faison.
Oh,
Hype
cool.
Faison from Star Wars Resistance. He's like, no, you idiot, it's a trap! And he's like, what do you think? I'm gonna play fair in war? No!
Uh-huh.
And just decimates them.
Well, okay, so I watched it a second time this morning, and this is when I really noticed the Star Wars music underneath this scene. So the whole point of this scene is the droids are winning over on the bridge. You know, they're winning, and Obi-Wan, they're trying to find the tactical droid, because if you kill the tactical droid, well, they can't fight anymore because there's no one to really lead the droid army. So Anakin he comes up, he says, okay, ceasefire, I'm going to surrender. And in those moments where he's surrendering and talking to the droid army, well, you hear the little orchestra hits, the bum, bum, like in Return of the Jedi, right before Luke is pushed into the Sarlacc pit, and everything's getting ready, and you see R2 open up his little thing to show that the lightsaber's ready to go, and you hear those orchestra hits. Well, right when Anakin dispatches the tactical droid and the clones fly out from hiding, that's when we hear the Star Wars theme here, followed by the Rebel fanfare, just like you hear it in Return of the Jedi when Luke jumps up and grabs his lightsaber and everything is put into motion there.
You also hear the theme in Star Wars when the Falcon is escaping from the Death Star. The Death Star escape. That's
the Rebels theme, and
that's the Here They Come, which you will also hear in Return of the Jedi during the Death Star battle, which you will also hear in The Force Awakens.
Wow.
So they play this consistently. It's a great anthem for the Star Wars battles.
Well, I think you're talking about the Rebel fanfare, right? Not the Rebels theme. I meant the Rebel fanfare. This whole time. Yeah, that's the Rebel fanfare.
Well, yeah, they play that as well as the tune that you were just talking about, the Pit of Carkoon Return of the Jedi theme in Return of the Jedi, when Luke is being pushed down the Sarlacc pit.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, that was just a really cool moment to go back.
And I did anyone else get an Aliens sense when R2 is looking under the bridge and you see Captain Rex and all the clones hanging from the ceiling? For me, that just screamed Aliens. When you see all the aliens crawling through those
right
overhead corridors.
It did not for me.
Well, for me it did. Right there. Now, you know what? I want to read this comment here by Joshua Jordan on YouTube, and I don't really understand this. Joshua says, I kind of wish that we didn't see the scene where the clones are wearing helmets with Ahsoka's markings. I think that scene would have hit harder emotionally.
So I think we knew it was coming because they showed that in
the trailer.
And it was a very short scene, and we pretty much saw all of it in the trailer. So that's
I thought you meant in the show. It's like, no, we had to see that.
Yeah. I was still pretty emotional during that, but I remember that from Star Wars Celebration Europe, I believe it was, when Dave Filoni was kind of mapping out this scene to Ashley Eckstein, and he was just telling the story of what was going to happen, because at that point we didn't have a Clone Wars Season 7. We didn't know this was happening. He just had it all in his head, and he was describing how Rex would come up and show her the helmet, and we were all crying. Like, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and you know what, if you see a trailer, you just know that something is going to be spoiled, but I think you need those images to get everyone excited, because remember at Comic-Con 2019 when you saw the image of the clone helmet with Ahsoka's markings, ear-deafening applause.
Yeah.
And that made everyone really excited. So there's two camps. One camp where, as a marketing team, they have to show you that image. But then again, as a fan who just wants to go in cold, you don't want to see that, but there's no way to avoid it.
It happens.
No, especially since that was the poster for the Clone Wars Return.
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, well, we're skipping over a part where, Anakin sees Ahsoka, right?
Oh.
We were waiting for this. We knew this had to happen.
Well, we saw that in the trailer, too.
That's true.
But even now, even knowing that scene was coming, I got chills. When Anakin and Obi-Wan walk into that little conference room, and the hologram of Ahsoka turns around. Hello, Master. Still, I knew it was coming. Still, I got chills.
Oh, yeah.
And I got chills the same way that I got in The Phantom Menace when Qui-Gon is introducing Anakin to Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Just those meetings, because you know the backstory of that meeting, what's about to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, a lot of really chilling moments in this episode.
I have a question about this moment, because Anakin first sees Ahsoka in this transmission, and he's, like, taken aback, and he can't speak, really, and she doesn't really react to seeing him. Like, what do we make of this?
You mean when she gets back to
Both times.
the base?
Both times, she's just kind of in her business mode in the transmission, and when she gets back to base, she's like, oh, there's no time, we gotta go.
Well, in the transmission, she calls him Master.
I know. But I'm just saying, like, Anakin can't speak, but Ahsoka's able to go about her day. So what does this say?
It says that Ahsoka is now more worldly. She has a mission in front of her. She's not just the little Padawan anymore. She's not a Padawan anymore. She's a grown woman with her own agenda. And don't you think those memories are clicking back to her? Like, you didn't fight for me, Anakin. You didn't put up the fight that I thought as a master and as a big brother type. You didn't do that for me, so don't expect me to come back with open arms.
Right.
So I think there's so much going on with Ahsoka. She's grown leaps and bounds since Anakin saw her last, but Anakin hasn't really grown. He's been in the same spot he's always been, fighting the war. Nothing for him has changed personally. But Ahsoka just going down and meeting Trace and Rafa, that just blew her mind wide open to what's out there.
Right, the world, yeah.
Yeah, and viewpoints on these Jedi.
And Glenn says on YouTube, I think she misleads Anakin by calling him Master.
Well, that's like calling the like Jimmy Carter. You call him Mr. President because he was once the president. I think masters are always going to be masters.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I thought this episode was just full of emotional moments. I mean, that was one of them. But also, and we mentioned it already, but Captain Rex and the clones with the painted Ahsoka helmets, that was cool. But then they took it one step further when Anakin brings Ahsoka the lightsabers. Mm-hmm. And she opens up that box that you can get in Galaxy's Edge.
That's, oddly enough, that's what it said on that box that Anakin hands to Ahsoka, available at Galaxy's Edge.
And she takes the lightsabers and they're blue.
They are.
And he says, oh, there's been some improvements. So what's up with this? Why are they blue? And how did he do that? And what's happening here? Skywalkers.
Now, I did not notice this at first, and I love the Ahsoka novel where we find out her blades are white. But I want to thank my cousin Jonathan Marroquin, who has written a really great Clone Wars episode review on our website. He's a 14-year-old guy that is so well versed in the Clone Wars. And knowing that he knows so much, we asked him, hey, would you be interested in writing a Clone Wars review for these next couple of episodes? He's like, yeah, definitely, yeah. He wrote a review and it's like, I didn't notice that. He really dug deep. So go over there to our Skywalking to Neverland to our website, and you'll see a great review by my 14-year-old cousin, Jonathan Marroquin.
Okay, so you don't have an answer for me. You have to go to skywalkingthroughneverland.com.
Yeah, as Glenn said, they may have made a mistake.
I doubt that. I seriously, everything is done for a reason here in these animated episodes, especially these last 4 episodes. Like, they would not have made a mistake. And Anakin calls it out. He said there's been some improvements. I don't know his exact words, but he said that.
Uh-huh.
Dustin says we still have 3 more episodes, so maybe there'll be more of an explanation. Or maybe we'll see them turn green. Are they green at the beginning of the Ahsoka novel and then they turn white? I think that's what happens. I can't remember. Okay.
No.
Okay.
I wasn't prepared for that kind of question.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Let's see. Joshua says, some commentators I've heard said that Anakin made them blue because he wanted to take a piece of himself with her, or give her a piece of himself. Interesting.
Not really the Jedi way to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm not really buying into that one.
Interesting.
All right, you know what? Let's read some more comments
Okay.
from the Skywalkers. We put out a thread on our group page,
In our
on
Facebook group.
page, yeah, and said, "Hey, this is the thread for this episode. Go!" And wow, the comments from people. So Sarah, do you want to read? A couple?
Sure. Okay. So Patrick Izzo said, absolutely the best episode of the season. This is where season 7 really begins. I liked the Bad Batch and I liked the Ahsoka story, but this is where season 7 really begins. This is what we've all waited to see. Nice.
Let's not discount the Bad Batch.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah, okay.
I love it.
Matt Clifton says, this arc deserves the big screen. Yes.
Words
And
from my mouth.
and unfortunately, this was going to be on the big screen, but it had to be canceled. Thank you, COVID. Maybe for the next celebration. Thank you, COVID. It will be on the big screen.
Yeah.
Thanks, COVID.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see. Joey Pittman says, this was definitely the best episode of this amazing show. From seeing the sketches of Anakin and Ahsoka in the hallway from Orlando 3 years ago, to last year's previs of the same scene in Chicago, to seeing it complete, and how awesome the 501st looked, I teared up. The original green Lucasfilm logo to the music. The next episodes are going to be heartbreaking.
Oh, big time. Alex Peacock says, very happy that I watched the Ahsoka featured episodes of Rebels Season 2 before watching today's episode. After a second viewing, I'd like to give a big hand to Kevin Kiner for an amazing score, weaving Clone Wars themes and Revenge of the Sith themes wonderfully.
Eric Warren, I like this. Has anyone seen my jaw? It fell as soon as the Lucasfilm limited title card came up, and I was too busy watching to find it.
Yeah, that really took everyone by utter surprise. Michelle Kaya says, mind blown. R2 running up to Ahsoka like a little loyal puppy had my eyes leaking. This episode was the best hands down. I loved every moment of it. You know what? I don't think I recall
Second
R2
time.
running up to Ahsoka. Oh, I gotta watch that again. Oh.
It was adorable.
Oh.
Yeah. Jess Walls says, I was not expecting to be as emotional as I got. I cried 3 times, and the animation was incredible. I think they were holding out on us. It's the best I've seen yet. Right there with you, Jess. Right there with you with those 3 times.
Jeremy Hunt says, I've been kinda on the edge of Star Wars fandom for a bit, and this just transported me back to 2011, 2012, where we had Star Wars weekends. Oh, the memories there. Straight up put a lump in my throat. Masterpiece of an episode. Thank you, Filoni and the team.
Wow.
Oh, and there was just so many more comments. So once again, go over to our Skywalking Through Neverland Facebook group and just read that awesome thread.
And then also here right now on YouTube, Dustin says the beginning of the episode mirrored the 2008 movie. Okay.
Yeah, and with the Battle of Christophsis.
Oh, that's okay. Is that okay?
Yeah, and you saw the clones and the Jedi versus the big phalanx of battle droids and walkers and spider droids.
Okay, gotcha.
Now, I gotta say, there was only one story hiccup in this whole thing.
What?
It ended!
Ah!
It ended! But, wow, what an ending it was! It ends in horror movie fashion, with Ahsoka being cornered in the sewers and being confronted by the monster, Maul, and the music swells with screeching string instruments, then cuts. It doesn't wipe, it cuts to the credits. And the music has stopped, and we just hear the humming lightsabers over the beginning of the credits, and the lightsaber sound fades away, and there's just silence. Oh, such a horror movie ending.
Well, can't wait to see more. I mean, wow.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah, and we're gonna see more coming this Friday, this Friday, April 17th.
I don't know where it is.
And we're gonna see more this Friday, April 24th, with the episode, I bet you're thinking it's gonna be called Old Friends Not Forgotten Part 2. Nope, it's called The Phantom Apprentice.
Oh.
So are we gonna get Old Friends Not Forgotten Part 2 at some other point in time? I don't know.
Wow, so this kind of tells me it might, well, wow. Maybe it might not pick up right with Ahsoka. Maybe it'll go follow Anakin and Obi-Wan for a little bit. But that doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, at this point, we gotta go fast and furious.
Okay. Huh. I love that name, though.
Kind of reminds me of the classic Marvel Star Wars comics, where at the very end they'd say, coming next month, they give a title, and next month's comic wouldn't refer to that title at all. They change the title.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm chalking it up to be. It's a reference to the old classic Marvel Star Wars comics.
So your only gripe was that it ended.
Mm-hmm.
My only gripe is that we didn't get to see it on a big screen in a screening room full of hundreds of Star Wars fans for the first time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I
I know, but you know what? It's going to happen. It's definitely going to happen. You want to read this last part here?
You did this, right? You're all set with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I rolled that in earlier.
Okay. Fathom event.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah. Now, I spoke to some people over at Lucasfilm about these Clone Wars episodes being released theatrically, and there's a whole bunch of contractual nonsense to deal with.
Really?
Yeah, that's what it comes down to. but they can have screenings.
Okay.
The free screenings.
Okay, so they can't just like put it out there for people to go to all over.
No, they can't do that because the contracts set up are for TV and streaming, not for theatrical.
Stupid. So let's have a theater, stream it.
Next celebration 2025. All right, let's finish up with this part.
Okay.
Ready?
All right. Now, before we roll into our discussion with Clone Wars artist Russell Chong, we want to remind everyone about the Skywalking Through Neverland Revenge of the Sixth Facebook watch party. And I said that wrong. I'm sorry. Okay.
Take two.
All right. Now, before we roll into our discussion with Clone Wars artist Russell Chong, we want to remind everyone about the Skywalking Through Neverland Revenge of the Sith Facebook watch party on Revenge of the 5th, which is May the 5th at 6 p.m. Pacific time.
I am so looking forward to this.
Yeah, so we set up an event in our Facebook group. So make sure you're part of our Facebook group, you guys, because we want to keep this kind of in-house. And in that event is where we will post a post, and then we'll all watch it on our own screens and just comment on that post. So that's the plan.
Yeah, so at 6 p.m. on the dot, everyone has got to press play.
Right.
And we'll tell everyone what version to watch. I guess there's only one version. Not like Star Wars, where there could be 52 versions.
No, well, there are a few. Isn't there like the DVD versus the Blu-ray?
Well, I think that's all the same. I don't think there's been any cuts to screw with the timing.
Okay, but mainly we're all gonna be watching it and then commenting on things we see that are like in relation to the Siege of Mandalore arc that we watched and things. So I'm sure we'll all have fun bringing up all kinds of cool things.
Now, this is a question. Are we all going to watch it on Disney Plus or the DVD? And not everyone has got Disney Plus. What we'll do is we'll watch both versions to make sure they both sync up.
Okay. And we'll be in that event a little earlier, maybe 10 minutes earlier, kind of get everyone wound up. It'll be fun.
Okay. And Chris, you're working until 8 p.m., so you can join us in the last few minutes of this.
Yeah, you can always just join the the comments will be there, ongoing, so we can always just comment. Keep the comments going after the fact, too. I think it'd be really cool.
Can't wait.
All right. Woo! Well, with that, it's time to talk with Russell Chong.
Booyah, we're out.
Okay. Shout-outs. Okay. Oh, good, Chris. You follow along. Yeah, this will be fun. I think, is that a good way to do it, Skywalkers? Like, comment in that event? Is there any other... Like, I know you can do watch parties in Facebook, but I don't think we can actually play the film. They won't let you for the same reasons like you can't
Copyright,
stream,
yeah.
copyright, blah, blah, blah. So if anyone knows of a way to do that, to have
But-
the movie playing there, that would be great.
You know what? I just watched That Thing You Do
Oh,
commentary, and one of the actors had a mirror behind him,
Oh,
so the image was reflecting off of the mirror.
so maybe we could even go live in that event, like ourselves? I don't know.
Can you do that?
I don't know. So you know what? Well, I don't know.
All right, we're still working on this.
We're up for suggestions. It's not till May 5th. So, yeah,
Why
if
not
anyone
do
knows
why not do a live watch party?
if we can go live at least, that would be cool.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll do the thing that they did.
You could maybe live stream your faces and just comment live.
See the reflections in our eyes.
Right, right. Oh yeah, that's
Yeah, I think we should do the thing where you put up a mirror behind you and say,
an interesting
"I'm
idea.
sorry, I forgot."
Well, yeah, because when the act, yeah, I guess we'll figure it out. That'll be fun. All right. Well, yeah, you guys can message us, and if you are technical people who know how to do it,
Yeah, well,
let us know.
we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
All right, shout outs.
Would you like to do the highlight of the Skywalking Force?
Where?
This first thing, or do you need me to do
You tell me
Okay.
what. It's
Well,
all
it's not
jumbled
really
together.
written out very well, so
All right,
I can do it.
you do it because I can't read your notes.
Okay. Shout outs. We want to give a big shout out to the Skywalking Force. We had a few new members join this week, so we want to highlight Dave Kerwin and Patty Hammond. Thank you, Skywalkers, for joining us there at Skywalking Force.
And thanks for our new toy, the
Yeah.
the new photo light.
Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, this week we are. And each week we are putting out a new show, some bonus content. It's called Skywalking Force of Fun, and we usually record this on our daily walk, and it's nice that we can bring you all along with us. So we just want to keep sharing fun things and joyful things during this time, and that's what we're doing over there at skywalkingforce.com. So if you guys want to join in and be a part of the Skywalking Force, head over to skywalkingforce.com and check out the different levels. And also, Skywalkers who have already joined, thank you so much.
Now, Ken Crayley Jr. just tweeted out his updated iTunes library, mostly pop music and movie soundtracks, and tagged us and the soundtrack show in his tweet. He tagged Batman.
So yeah, and he had shown this picture of all his soundtracks and of course the podcast he listens to. And he had Batman soundtrack, he had Back to the Future, E.T., Flash, Doctor Who. So Kenny, you've got good taste. And now for shout outs, I do want to bring up actually my mask making. Now I know I've been talking about this in the past couple of episodes, but I just want to give a big shout out to you Skywalkers because it's been 2 weeks and 2 days since I've started making masks, and there's been 201 face masks ordered. So I just want to thank you so much. And as of this recording, my mom and I have also donated, above and beyond those ordered, we have donated 102 face masks and have pledged to match the amount of masks ordered. So that means we got some more to make that are for donations, and we want to thank all of you who have ordered. I mean, several of you Skywalkers have. It's great. And we've been putting some extra Skywalking buttons inside each shipment for you Skywalkers. And we also want to thank a few of you who have made a donation simply to keep those donation masks rolling out. And that includes Paul Berry of Window to the Magic, Christopher Marino.
Hey, Christopher.
Hey. Chris Alexander, author of Star Wars Origami, and Sandra Shute, who is part of Fangirls Going Rogue. And also, I really want to give a shout out to Trisha Barr, Richard's sister Lisa, my mom and dad, and my next door neighbor Sue, because they have been donating some amazing fabric. So thank you guys so much. Star Wars Fabric has been the first to go, and they've been finding some amazing Star Wars fabric and just sending it to me. So I really want to thank you guys, and it's just been really, really cool. And this week, I'm excited to announce that I'll be getting even more Star Wars, Marvel Comics fabric, Spider-Man fabric, Batman, Black Panther fabric, and My Little Pony fabric. Because we all want to wear our fandom on our face.
I wear the classic Marvel Star Wars comics mask when I go out, and people are always like, "Hey, Star Wars!"
Yes, it's amazing.
It's a good way to make friends from afar.
Yeah, so if you're interested in masks and to get a fabric catalog, which I'll be updating a little later, actually I'll have updated by the time this episode goes out, please email sarahwolaskidesigns@gmail.com. And Teresa Delgado, who has been just an amazing help, she will take your order and she'll invoice you and all that good stuff so that I can just keep sewing. And masks are $12 or 4 for $40. So it's a really great deal. Yeah.
Okay, Christopher Moreno's asking, what about Skywalking to Neverland fabric?
Oh, well, funnily enough, I was just contacted by Serena Marie Brewer on Facebook, and she owns a fabric and ribbon making place that she can actually print her own fabric. So you just might be getting that, Skywalkers. You just might be getting that. I have the power.
Put me down for one. Hey, Dustin Whalen says on YouTube, my mom, brother, and aunt are nurses, and it's people like you that are making a difference.
Okay, yeah, Dustin, that's amazing. And if they need masks, please let me know. Please contact me, sarahwolaskidesigns@gmail.com, because we are creating these donation masks, and we have them, stockpiled, and every so often I'll get like, hey, we need these. So I'll have my mom send those donation masks various places. So that's amazing. And if any of you are interested and have sewing skills and just want to make your own masks, please reach out. I can also send you patterns and directions that I've been following if you'd like. And we just want everyone to be safe out there. All right?
Now go wash your hands.
Okay.
And buy a mask. What's new on Disney Plus?
Okay, Richard.
Yes.
So we've been really busy making masks and, doing all kinds of virtual videos and things. So ABC aired a Disney Family Sing-Along concert on April 17th, and we missed it.
Oops.
I know. But guess what? Starting today, it's available on Disney Plus streaming on April 21st. So yay!
So let me follow a pattern here. If you miss something, it'll be on Disney Plus a few days later.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
I'm excited. So next time this evening when I'm making my masks, I'm going to be putting that on, and I will be rocking out to the family sing-along. I'm excited.
Okay, sounds good. I'll be editing. You'll be singing. But then what's coming on May 1st?
Well, before we get to May 1st, let's talk about this week on Disney Plus. This Thursday, Rapunzel's Tangled Adventure Season 3 is airing on Disney Plus. Now this has already been out, but if you haven't seen it yet, this is a good way to watch it because we all have Disney Plus and it's awesome. And I have not seen all the way through Season 3 yet, so I will be watching that as well. And you're gonna like this. On this Friday, April 24th, America's Funniest Home Videos seasons 12 through 19 and season 23 will be streaming on Disney Plus.
Oh, this is a rabbit hole just the way TikTok is.
Yes, it totally is, but it's such a feel-good rabbit hole. That's why it's awesome that
wait,
this
TikTok
is on.
or America's Funniest Home Videos?
America's Funniest Home Videos.
Okay.
It's just so funny, and like, if you need an hour of just chilling out and just zoning out to funny, and laughing, because laughing makes you feel good, that's the best.
I went to college with Vin DeBona's daughter. Vin DeBona created America's Funniest Home Videos, and she'd pull up in a BMW. Really? Really? Are you going there? I'm not saying someone keyed her car, but if someone had, not that I condone that, please do not do that, but come on, have some common sense.
Wow. All right, and then looking ahead, now usually I just do a week, what's new this week on Disney Plus, but I just got this news yesterday and I was really excited. So looking ahead to May 1st, you guys, Princess Bride is coming to Disney Plus. Yay! I'm excited! I know Richard doesn't have his excited face on.
This is like Lord of the Rings for me. It's there. I can appreciate it. I just don't see what everyone is seeing. I know. I don't know why this just skipped right over me.
It did. You
Yeah.
must have been the wrong age or something.
I was 18. I don't know. It's everyone just raves and raves about it, and this is one of the movies that everyone just puts on whenever and just watches from
Okay.
beginning to end. Oh, wait, Dustin
Yes.
said. All right, Dustin agrees with me. I almost didn't want to say that.
And Reynold saying, what? The Princess Bride? Yes, really. Really, Reynold. Isn't it exciting? Okay, and for everyone who is excited about it, unlike you, I recommend that before May 1st, you go listen to the audiobook As You Wish, Inconceivable Tales from the Making of The Princess Bride. This is written and read by Cary Elwes himself, who plays Wesley, our main character, and it features voices and memories from Billy Crystal, Christopher Guest, Carol Kane, Wallace Shawn, Robin Wright. I mean, pretty much the entire cast. So it's a great book, and ever since I listened to that audiobook, I've been dying to see The Princess Bride, and it's not streaming anywhere right now. And I don't think I have it on DVD, or I can't find my DVD. I don't know. So I'm looking forward to May 1st because, woo, Princess Bride.
Wait, was this a Disney movie?
No, it's not.
What?
It's not a Disney
Must
movie.
have been a Fox movie then.
I think so.
It would make sense.
Yeah. So I'm still excited.
Okay.
Okay, Dustin recommends we watch Flight of the Navigator instead.
All right. Oh, Crom the Warrior on YouTube says he likes the sword fights,
Oh.
and me too, because they were coordinated by Peter Diamond, who did Star Wars.
And if you listen to that audiobook, As You Wish, they go way into the sword fight and like how he had to train, and it's amazing. It's amazing stuff. So
Okay,
listen to that.
Reynolds says yes, Fox.
What's Fox?
So does Courtney. That Princess Bride was released
Oh.
through 20th Century Fox.
Okay, I was like, why are they saying fox? I love foxes. What's going on? Okay.
That makes sense now.
Okay. All right. Well, there you have it.
All right. Well, that does it for this episode 286 of Skywalking Through Neverland. We'd like to thank Russell Chong for coming on the show and sharing all those fun stories, and Din from F105 for making that introduction.
And we'd like to thank all of you listening now, watching our YouTube videos and our TikTok videos. Woo! And all of you watching FaceTime right now. All 17 of you? 13 right now, but yeah, it was awesome.
And we also want to give a huge thank you to our sponsor, Small World Vacations, for their continued support. Thinking of a trip to Disney parks? Well, you can fill out a get a quote form at smallworldvacations.com today. Their vacation planning service is free of charge. So check it out and tell them that Skywalking Through Neverland sent you.
And Skywalkers, as always, the Skywalking Force is still there, and we have some new members we're very excited about. And every week we are sharing a new Skywalking Force of Fun bonus content episode. So head over there to skywalkingforce.com and check out the different levels available for support.
We record these shows as we're taking a walk around the neighborhood, and boy, I guess dogs really want to get in on the act. That's when they're all barking when we walk around without a recorder. Now, you can also find Skywalking Through Neverland over there at jedinews.co.uk and at Fantha Tracks.
We are part of the Skywalking Network, where you can find other great shows like Sabers and Spells
Talking Apes.
and classic Marvel Star Wars comics. You can also find us on social media. We are at Skywalking Pod for Twitter, Instagram, and
TikTok.
and you can also join our Facebook group where, remember, May 5th, we will have a Revenge of the Sith watch party. So head over to Facebook. And I'm starting to talk like you, Richard. Head over there, too.
Head over there, too.
So head to Facebook and search for Skywalking Through Neverland group and request to join and answer the questions that pop up even if you invite someone into the group, I don't know, they still have to answer the questions or we won't let you in. So make sure if you're inviting someone to the group, say, hey, answer the questions.
Rules are rules, and I like to follow. All right, Skywalkers, that's our show. Thank you very much. Now, always remember.
I love it. That was perfect.
Okay. Press pause, would you?
Okay.
And
Woo!
Can you open up 286? We need an 80 or something.
Sure.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you for joining in. Thank you very much.
Yeah. That was fun, you guys.
Yeah.
Next week, we'll be talking about the next episode.
Yeah.
So make sure you join us.
But for this episode, can't wait for you to hear some of these stories that Russell Chong told us. Wow.
Yeah.
Some things that just bowled us over.
Mm-hmm. It's cool.
Very nice guy, very energetic.
All right, Skywalkers. We'll see you guys. Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining.